Hello, and welcome to the Chatterbox Letters podcast. Today's topic, once a chatter letter, always a chatter letter. Welcome to my live stream broadcasting exclusive, 12 things to always remember. Number 1, the past cannot be changed, especially for your chatter letter. Number 2, Opinions don't define your reality of your chatter letter. Number 3, everyone's journey is different when journeying with your chatter letter. Number 4, until you heal, you will always hold your feelings hostage. But not with your chatter letter. Number 5, judgments are a confession of chattering, and it's the character along with your chatter letter. Number 6, overthinking will lead to sadness as long as your chatter letter is not a part of its logics. Number 7, sustainable happiness is found within your chatter letter. Number 8, your mentality shapes your reality of your chatter letter. Number 9, the present moment is all we ever have when it comes to your chatter letter. Number 10, if you can't be kind, at least don't be unkind. Your chatter letter faces the reality of your situation. Number 11, failure will only be final if you don't quit, and that's not by the hair of your chinny chin when it comes to your chatter letter. And finally, number 12, the energy you give, it always circles back to you. And that's so true when it comes to the logics of your chatter letter. An open letter to every woman. Here's my letter. Dear stranger, every woman loved has become the same person, intelligent, captivating, and addicting. Starting out as a beautiful young girl who had more love than you will ever know to do with. Your main problem was that you'd easily add another person into your already overflowing heart and always forget to leave a space for yourself. I've been there. I really understand the value of your chatter letter. You tried to keep yourself busy in fear that free time will one day be equivalent to an emotional breakdown. You worked too hard and too much. You studied too much, trained too much, and didn't get enough sleep. Spent your days surrounded by meaningless chatter in hopes that it will be drawn out your voices in your head. But then night will come. That night will come, and you be forced to face your feelings about your chatter letter. That's when you realize that running from yourself was a possible task, and you finally understand the meaning of what you're saying when it says, when it rains, it pours. You are not favored because you never let into motivation and loneliness into fearlessness. I'm glad you know what he wants, what a man wants when he realized that he would never fully satisfy you because he doesn't know what he wants most of the time. I'm even happier to see that you finally made yourself number one in your life. You're untimely transformed from a smart but yet naive young girl into a focused, outspoken beast of a woman. Keep making me proud. Keep making yourself proud. Love always. There's no author to this letter. Another chatter letter. Day 1. And here's a prompt. Write a letter to a stranger, someone imagining, someone yet met once, someone you know only from a distance. Tell them any and something. When you first noticed them and what has happened since, or what's been on your mind, or tell them a story about a time when something difficult led you to an unexpected, interesting, maybe even a wondrous place. You may have stuck inside four walls, but there are no boundaries there. Here, say whatever you want to say, whatever you think that need to hear in your chatter letter. The author is anonymous in this letter. I gained a connection with my sister that was not feeling or felt when she was well. The pure joy I feel for her smiles and chatter are priceless. In the place of a resolution, journal your way into the new year when it comes. There are 5 lists available with logics. Number 1, what in the last year are you proud of? Number 2, what did the year leave you yearning for? Number 3, what's causing you anxiety? Number 4, what resources, stalls, and skills and practices you can rely on when coming into that year? Number 5, what are your wildest, most harebrained ideas and dreams? Imagine yourself at some point in the future living the life of your dreams. This is a normal day, not a holiday or a special day. It is a typical and perfect everyday. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear? What do you taste? What is there with you in your dream? Describe the day in present tense from moment you wake up to the moment that you go to sleep. Creation begins with imagination. The next letter I'm going to read, and here's today's prompt. Write a letter to your younger self. Thank them, praise them, scold them, comfort them, engage in whatever the way you feel. Now, let's shift to exploring the older self. What would you want to say, to ask, to request? Tell your older self what you are doing now in service of them. Tell them what the ideal situation might look like when you are finally met. Where might you be living? What type of work might you be doing? Who you might be spending time with? I would like to thank everyone for tuning in to my live stream. I really appreciate the gesture. If you would like to send me your chatter letter, you can write whatever you want to write about in your chatter letter. Please keep it clean, clear, and discreet. You can send your chatter letter by email, regular mail, or in person. To send your chatter letter by email, send your letter to the Chatterbox Letters Podcast at gmail.com. Let me repeat that. Send your chatter letter by email to the Chatterbox Letters Podcast at gmail.com. You can also send your letter regular mail. Please send me your chatter letter to the Chatterbox Letters Podcast, Post Office Box 5556, Lakeland, Florida 33807-5556. All right, if you want to give me your letter in person, let me know if you live in the surrounding areas of the state of Florida, of Plant City, Dover, Turkey Creek, Durant, Beesville, Brandon, Valrico, Riverview, Lakeland, Lakeland Heights, Mulberry, Bradley, Bartow, Auburndale, Lake Wells, Lake Alfred, and Winter Haven. You can give me your letter by hand. I would like to thank everyone out there for tuning in to my live stream. I would like to say God bless and thank you so much for tuning in to my live stream. I appreciate the gesture.